All right. So, like I said before, guys, right now we are in the midst of a heated battle between the Celtics and the Knicks. And they don't think we got but one game left. But there's also the Cavs, the Pacers, the okay. Yeah, I mean, look, right now it's down to the wire. We done already got Kobe out. Oh, Kobe. Oh my God. LeBron out. Jesus. It's the Lakers hat that fucked me up.
But say
Um,
Kobe been out for a while.
yeah, I'm about to say all
Long
that.
time.
That's a whole other problem. And so right now we're down to these last four chances for these teams. It don't look like Jalen, excuse me, Mister. It doesn't look
Tatum.
like my man Jayson is going to be in the game much longer, unfortunately, due to some injuries. Ty, you want to tell us a little bit more about what happened yesterday?
I mean, I think he fell in the fourth quarter, man. It was a close game. I think they Ananobi stole the ball, and Jason reached out, and in the moment when he reached out, you saw him collapse, and apparently, I think he tore his ACL, and if that's the case, then he's going to be out the rest of the playoffs and probably all of next season. And this is a big hit to the Celtics because now they're down 3-1 to the Knicks. Any possibility of them coming back is probably went out the door at this point. And the Knicks is going to make it to the Eastern Conference Final.
Can
Sad.
somebody tell me what the score was when he went out?
Uh, it was like 108 to 110, I believe.
Oh,
How much time was left in the game?
Uh, don't quote me, but I think it was like 4 minutes and some change.
Man, that nigga quit, cuz.
Ty,
I ain't quit.
Solo, he quit solo.
I'm gonna let this nigga finish.
He ain't quit.
I am not saying a goddamn thing.
He had
'Cause
42 points.
Y'all forgot that even though they won a chip last year, even though they had an awesome season this year, the whole world and the city of Boston can decide whether or not that's Jaylen Brown's team or whether or not that's Jayson Tatum's team. And people try to make it seem like, well, it's supposed to be a dynamic duo or a big three. Even when there's a dynamic duo or a big three, it's still one man's team. When the Chicago Bulls were the Chicago Bulls, it was Mike and Scotty, but it was Mike's team. When the Lakers were the Lakers, it was Shaq and Kobe, but it was Shaq's team. When Miami was the big three, it was LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, but it was D Wade's team. So since people can't get it in their head whose team it is, Jayson Tatum is like, well, if it's Jalen's team, Jalen should be able to take y'all all the way. When you look down and you already 2-1 and you already losing on the road, and you look at how much of a long stretch you got ahead of you, and it's the playoffs, so that means everybody tired and everybody hurt. And you look at the fact, oh, I can go take the next 6 months off and they still gotta pay me because I'm already locked in on my contract. And then we could just see if this hoe is my team or if it's Jalen's team.
Is this Ty solo? Is
Uh,
he?
I don't necessarily agree with Black Ron in those regards. I think Jason Tatum clearly is the best player on this team. He had 42 points last night before the injury. And to answer your question, I went and Googled it, Black Ron, just so I could be precise for the fans. But it was approximately 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter when he got hurt, and they were pretty much in the game They were pretty much still in the game. He had 42 points when he got hurt, and was probably on his way to scoring 50
A 50
that
ball.
night. Yeah, he was definitely on his way to scoring 50. He had shot made 8 threes, I think, last night. 7 or 8 threes. This kid is Jayson Tatum is one of the best players in the NBA. There's no question about it. I think when you look at their dynamic with him and Jaylen Brown, it is clear that somebody, whether it's Jayson Tatum or Jaylen Brown, is being hindered by the other. I think they both are good enough to be stars on their own respective teams. So I think Jaylen Brown, it bodes better for him to be in a different environment. And it bodes better for Jayson Tatum, because then you no longer have to worry about those conversations that Black Ron is alluding to. The fact that who am I? Am I Batman or am I Robin? And I think Jayson Tatum.
That's why you never
That's
seen
Jayson,
Superman and Shazam in the same movie.
exactly. And I think to Jason's
Don't do that. Don't
Jason,
do that. Don't throw that reference in.
Yeah, you
Are
don't
they
want to go
both
there.
not in
You don't
the
wanna go there.
DC universe?
Yes, they both in the DC universe, but
But
that
Are they
yeah,
both not essentially the same nigga?
they are absolutely not. One of
no,
don't do this.
no,
Don't cross the streams. All right,
no,
let's
no,
stay in the
What?
lane.
no, no.
How is, first of all, if y'all
What
not
the
watching New Blurred Order, please go watch it. But how
hell?
is Superman
What the
and
hell?
Shazam not the same nigga when they both in their prime, when they both
Okay,
operating on all cylinders?
But they both get their powers different ways. They're two different type of powers.
I didn't say they got. I didn't say their powers were derived from the same source. I said when they both got their powers, are they not the same nigga?
They are absolutely not the same. Okay, one of them is a boy, all right, who's posing as a man, and the other one
Once that boy yells Shazam, is he not that nigga?
But if he doesn't have a ring, if he doesn't have the powers, Krypton is don't tie. Don't let.
And if I was just gonna say, I can put a piece of Krypton, I could put a piece of kryptonite the size of a doobie around Superman's neck, and this nigga will be Clark Kent again.
He would be, perhaps. Yes.
Depending on which Superman you put.
What are you talking about? Perhaps. That's not perhaps.
There's red Krypton. There's red Krypton. Yes, there is different types of Krypton, and yes, he would turn into Clark Kent.
Kryptonite, bro.
Kryptonite, excuse me. But Shazam is not the person that he poses to be. Superman is the actual person. He poses to be Clark Kent. Shazam.
All I'm saying is the word Shazam and a piece of kryptonite reduce both these niggas to non-super ass niggas.
Okay, say that. But Clark Kent will beat the shit out of that little boy.
Yo, hold on,
he drop down.
Not if that little boy got a piece of kryptonite.
Is not on the list of topics.
If that little boy got a piece of kryptonite, he ain't even got to say Shazam to fuck Clark up.
Hey, let me tell you something. You know who really knows the answer to this question, who Shazam, whether or not he's actually Superman or not, is goddamn Bo P. Goddamn it, this bitch. Bo P gonna tell you. Go ahead, Bo P. Who is it, man? Are you trying to say?
Hey, man. Superman, Batman, ain't none of that shit got to do with basketball. What the hell are y'all talking about? What the hell does this got to do with goddamn basketball?
I was using that to make a larger point. Superman and Shazam,
my ass. Right? Got shit to do with basketball.
In the DC universe. Jaylen Brown is Shazam. Jayson Tatum is Superman.
Ain't got shit to do with basketball. That ain't got shit to do with basketball, man.
Let me say something on that part.
So before you came in, the point that we was making and the point that Ty was making is maybe these two superheroes can't exist in the same universe, even though they from the same even though they playing for the same house. In other words, even though Shazam and Superman are both DC characters, you'll never see them in the same movie because they play basically the same role in the fucking movie. They both have to be the hero. They both have to fight the biggest and toughest bad guy. And when you have those two type of dudes where both of them are the man, they both can give you a 40-point game every night that they want to. Well, that means that one of them gonna suffer so that the other one gonna shine, which means that both of those men aren't given the best opportunity to be their best at all times.
Let me
What's
I
all
say
believe
this,
that was
man?
the
What,
point
what, is,
Bob
what is
was
all
making.
this? This is hoopla you're talking. What they got to do with stopping Jason Bronson? What they got to do with stopping Jason Bronson? He's the goddamn problem. It ain't Superman, Batman, Robin, none of them. Who gonna stop Jason Bronson,
Well,
nigga?
Jalen Brunson,
Fuck all
Jalen
that
Brunson
shit.
becomes a secondary issue because if the team can't figure out who's the man, who's guy number one, then that means they chemistry is always gonna be off. Their flow is always gonna be off. So it's always gonna translate into miscommunications on defense. Basketball is a simple game. Pick up the nigga with the open man and watch the ball. It's a very simple game. But when niggas aren't communicating with each other because of other issues, they don't holler out that screen that's coming left. And simple shit like that turns into a bucket on the other side. And if
let
that
me say
other team
It,
score
ain't-
more
it
buckets on
ain't.
the
I
other
gotta get
side,
in
we
there
lost.
somehow. It's like
All of those superhero shit ain't got nothing to do with stopping Jason Bronson.
you
It ain't
right.
got shit to do. That brother shooting off any foot. He's shooting off both feet. He's the baddest little motherfucker in the league right now. He
I
is doing
know.
his thing. You better get out. You better go out there and get the Incredible Hulk or somebody other than goddamn Batman and Superman. You
You
better
know
get
what?
Well,
somebody.
they
Spider
did go get
Man.
the
You need
Incredible
a
Hulk.
Spider Man. You need
They
a
did go
Spider
get the
Man or
Incredible
somebody.
Hulk. He's just light skinned with a high pitched voice. His name is
Yeah.
Carl Anthony Towns.
And he's doing his thing. Carter the
He doing
town
his
played his
goddamn
ass
thing.
off. Yeah.
But hey, can I say one thing?
Two things real quick,
Right
real
to the
quick.
topic of in the beginning when we were talking about Jason Tatum. All right, I believe that injury is more serious than what everyone think it is. I saw
Oh yeah.
when I saw when KD went down.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw when Kobe went down. They all had the same injury, and this injury right here is serious. If you look at the play, if I wish you could rewind it and show the play.
Yeah, it's
Every
more than
time
it's more than an ankle. It's Achilles
is
because when
Achilles. So
he grabbed his leg, it's an
yeah,
Achilles. He didn't grab it
the
like an
Achilles.
ankle injury. He
Yeah,
grabbed it like it was an Achilles injury. I'm
Achilles,
telling you.
and so and that's why KD probably gave him a call ASAP. Was like, look, bro, they got different surgeries now. They got different shit now that they didn't have when Kobe went down and all players. But to T on point, he looking at 2 years at least. At least he gone. Y'all can get rid. He's not coming back next year. I promise you,
Yeah,
he ain't
he
coming
told
back
his
next.
Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
Yep.
he
Yeah,
already said
It's a
there
wrap.
is.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna take a time for that brother to come back, and I
yeah.
feel sorry for him because that I mean that's one of the most scariest injuries in the game of basketball,
In any
football,
Well,
sport, in any
because
anything.
sport, in
you
any
lose your
sport, in any
quickness,
sport.
you lose your first step, you lose your takeoff,
Yeah,
I
you lose
heard
faith in your
mine. I know
ability to
what it is.
explode.
I ain't have
and
no.
and Solo hurt his, and he can't even walk on stage. So you know that's bad when you can't walk on stage.
Yeah. And he wasn't doing nothing stream was when he tore that shit out the frame
Every
neither.
one of them.
Right.
Every one of them.
Yeah, you know the thing about the whole Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown situation is like this was supposed to be an experiment, right? The experiment
Mm-hmm.
was to see if these two number one draft picks, mind you, because I think both of them were drafted in separate years as number one overall picks. So a lot of people forget that. I think I'm pretty sure Jalen Brown was the number one pick when he came out, and everybody was like, "Who is this kid?" I like when he kind of catapulted to the top of the draft. And Jason Tatum came out as the phenom that he was, and at the time when he came out the first year, he was kind of underwhelming. But then that next year, he kind of came out and was able to do what he was supposed to do. Um, this is one of those experiments where you get what you were looking for, and then you hold on to that hope to get it again. Whereas if the Boston Celtics were really smart in that moment, they would have understood that they had a high valued commodity in Jalen Brown, and now we can get pieces for this young man and allow him to go out and explore his own chase for glory and everything like that. Because as long as he stays in Boston, you know what I'm saying, it's going to always be that conversation of who, Jaylen Brown last year won the MVP in the playoffs and in the finals. So, it looked like it was his team. But this entire season, Jayson Tatum has clearly separated himself and shown that he is the star of this squad.
Well, another thing. Let's think about this too. It shows you how important Gazingis is. What his name? Porzingis. It shows you how important he is to the team. He's the missing factor in the series. Porzingis. He is the missing factor. He's the missing factor. It ain't Jayson Tatum. It ain't Brown. It's Porzingis.
If he was really balling, it would be a different story. I think
if Porzingis was really balling, he would never left the fucking Knicks. He'd have never left the fucking Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavericks. Yeah.
He is what they missing. He is what they missing. It ain't Jayson Brown. It ain't Tatum. It's Porzingis. That's who they need to show up, and he's hurt, so he can't really show up. He's tired.
What
whatever
color is Jayson Tatum's old lady?
Black.
Okay, good. Because
he's dating the singer, Ella May.
Oh, that's right. He with Ella May. That's right. That's why I like that nigga.
Why you gonna make that? Why?
I forgot that shit.
Yeah.
Hold on. What you mean? That's why you don't like? Does he dating a black woman? If he dating a white woman, he wouldn't have got hurt. That's what you saying?
No, because he dating Ella May. I like her.